Hey guys, it's Stefan. Welcome back to our World of Warcraft gearing series. We're starting this one off at 404 item level. And what I'm working for now is I'm doing a world quest for. Whoa, look at that guy go. I'm doing a world quest for two Azeroth pieces because we do have 1700 Titan Residuum. So if we disenchant two pieces at 370 pieces, we'll be able to buy our next 415 piece. Another thing I was going to talk to you guys about is in terms of the Nashatar Isle. I'm the amount of time investment. Like, I'm not going to be doing anything on there on my warrior because the time investment is really not worth it. Yeah, it's a lot of time invested for gear that realistically I'll be able to replace doing mythic dungeons. So yeah, just gonna point that out. I might do some of it in the background to get some essences if I have to, but I don't think I will. Anyway, I'll see you guys in the next clip when we disenchant our helmet. So we're here about to hand in the Tortolan Emissary, which could reward us with a good ring or trinket. So let's see what we get. Not good. Not an upgrade, I think. I mean, it is good. If it's pretty good, but I don't think I'm gonna use it. I don't think I need the haste right now, so I don't think I'll be using that. My haste is already like. Actually, it's not that high, to be fair. My mastery is a lot higher. I'll think about it, but I'll see you guys when we go and buy our Azrael piece. So we're here and we're gonna disenchant two of these helmets here. And that should give us the Titan residue we need to buy our 415 piece. And it does. We have 1728. So let's go give this a go and buy a helmet. Let me just make sure I'm not tripping. Yeah, I have a 405. Okay. Buy a helmet and let's see what we get. Here goes nothing. Please be good traits. That's good. It's pretty much the same, Bastion and Deafening Crush. It's pretty good. I'll take it. So, yeah. I'll see you guys in the next clip. So we're here in Atal'Dazar plus 11. I was a little bit late to start recording, which is unfortunate. I'm here with a friend, Vanio. We queued up to a random group on the group finder, and just me and him. His druid is about the same item level as my warrior, so I do enjoy doing Mythic Plus with him because I mean it's one person I can communicate with, and if I need something done like that I can't do myself or like need it done in advance, and obviously I don't really like typing when I'm playing the game, so it's definitely pretty cool to have some voice comms and stuff like that. So today we have Bursting, Skittish, Tyrannical. You'll see Bursting will cause us a bit of trouble, and again, no sound. If that bothers you guys, I can stop being on voice comms or try to figure out a way to not have to be where I could mute the Discord or something from the recording. I'm a bit tired as I'm recording the commentary over this because I mean I've been working hard. As of today, it's the couple hours until the reset happens and the raid comes out. So I've been working hard on my alts and stuff like that. So yeah, I'm kind of tired. I'm a bit. I've done a bit of grinding. I'm aiming to next week do a video on the new Mechagon dungeon. That could be cool. And here, like the Atal'Dazar bursting is a little bit annoying if you don't have coordination or people don't pay attention. They don't know how to slow down. Like, they are just going to 5 stacks. I mean, it's kind of unavoidable with the small dudes, but like even here, I popped my cooldowns. I'm doing a lot of damage to them, but it's a little bit unavoidable. Here, I'm like trying my best to stop, but the dots just kill it. We have 2 dot classes, so that makes it a little bit hard. Definitely, not. I think bursting is really annoying. I don't think it's hard. Like, if you play with a pre-made, bursting is super easy. Like, I did a lot of keys this week. Well, not a lot. Actually, less than I did the last couple of weeks because I've just been really, really exhausted. Like, I don't think bursting is that hard if people just pay attention to mob health and don't go too crazy. Which, I mean, definitely can happen. People can go a little bit too crazy. Well, the easiest way to deal with bursting is just like let it reset at 2 or 3 stacks. Cause like here, just don't kill this guy. Just let the healer catch up and kill it after. Cause I'm pretty sure if we didn't do that, I would probably die. They wanted to keep going. They want to skip this. I don't actually. I really like doing this pack. Especially on Tyrannical, where these mobs are realistically not that difficult. I don't mind doing it. So, and the reason for it is I want to try to get the reaping as close as possible, which is like the goal here. So you can see on my weak aura there, I'm a little bit close to getting reaping. So I try to go find the stealth mob. And he ended up going for the healer, which I was able to intercept and grab him. And this will be our first reaping. But yeah, I'm going to take a sip of my drink while I catch my breath. So a little information for reaping mobs is, as far as I know at least, reaping mobs scale based on the health of the enemies. So they're not affected by most affixes. The only affix that affects them is fortified because that increases mob health. So that's the only, as far as I know, I've not heard of anything else. I've heard that from so many places. So I made a decision not too long ago. I'm not gonna be doing Nashitar on my warrior. I've done it on so many characters, and I'm honestly kind of burnt out from it. Like I can still do mythic dungeons. That's fine. Like that, I'm not burnt out from that. But from everything else in the game, I'm a little bit burnt out. Not everything, just mostly Nashitar. I grinded on 9 characters to do Nashitar to send pearls to upgrade my rogue. My rogue is my current raiding main, and by the time this like video comes out, you know my druid might be also. I might raid in 2 guilds. It's a possibility. I'm looking into that because I like playing with the people I'm playing with now. Casual guild on Silver Moon, but I'll try to keep doing the warrior on the side as well. So I go for this pack to get our reaping on this pack because I think this one is a little bit friendlier to get reaping in the middle of the pack. Like you're not gonna realistically not really gonna wipe you unless someone does a bad dispel with the hex. So at the time of this dungeon, also I lost aggro because it's skittish, and I only have 1 taunt, which is really annoying. Yeah, at the time of doing this dungeon, my warrior is 406 item level. And which is that's we've come a pretty long way. I haven't really farmed any gear on it. I've pretty much only done my weekly chest. That's about it. I haven't really done much else than that. And the reason for that is because it's the most efficient way to gear up. If you think about your time played in the game to get gear, it's the most efficient way to get gear. I've said that in many episodes before. So I don't want to burn myself out on an extra character. Because this series is just a filler series until Classic comes out, where I'll do a full-fledged Let's Play. So here you'll see me kiting just to get rid of the stacks from the big guys. They had a pretty nasty dot on me. And from what I'm noticing here, I'm not using my shield block enough. I'm only using Ignore Pain, which isn't good. I should be using both. So yeah, something I paid attention to. But so far, it's definitely been a good group. The warrior was 416 item level, I think, and the Stepzilla, the other boomkin, was 414 or 415, something like that. So it wasn't the hardest dungeon to do with a gear like that. So a tip here is for your boss timers. Every third leap he will do his cast. So the two leaps here I don't need to pay attention to, but the third one I do. So I go over here, boss is coming, I'm paying attention to the boss. He leaps on this side, I go in, get ready for the interrupt, and that's how that works. It's a good thing to know when you're tanking this dungeon. It's like the only thing you have to pay attention to on this boss. And the only thing as a tank that you have to pay attention to, really. There's not much else. It's the interrupt, that's the only thing. I consider it the tank job. Sometimes if I'm playing with a demon hunter, I'll let the demon hunter take it because they get DPS from interrupting. They get their resource. So them interrupting is pretty good. So it's been relatively clean so far. This boss is probably the easiest one here, in my opinion, on Tyrannical. Well, actually, the third boss is easier. I think now that I think about it a little bit, the third one is definitely easier. Because she kind of just kills herself with the blood. The NPC in the game, just so YouTube don't think I'm talking about something I shouldn't be talking about. Yeah, so that's a thing. So yeah, DPS in the group very even, and definitely at this point I'm just like, yeah, this is gonna be a piece of cake. Which the dungeon realistically was, I think. Here I'm on my cool Mechanar mount. So there I wasted my interrupt, and the problem with it, that all this being, is that when you interrupt him with a stun, it doesn't actually put his cast on cooldown. If you interrupt him, like here, people just need to stop, but people are still casting. Like I'm just trying to survive here. Like that was close. That was very close. I felt kind of bad for the shaman because shamans aren't the greatest to deal with bursting. They're not the best. So yeah, with this big mob, if you just stun him, it doesn't put his fear on cooldown, and that's kind of a bad thing. So here people are still going crazy. People are throwing star surges at the big guy, and we just wipe. I tried to survive. I'm a little bit upset with the group at this point because like these players are all good. They're good. They're high item level. They're good players. Just when you get to 5 stacks, just stop. You don't need to do damage. Like we saw star surges flying around, and I didn't see which of the druids, and I'm not gonna throw blame at anyone. But then we kind of make the same mistake again here. He actually gets his fear off here, which was a little bit annoying for the most part. I could have gotten it with my fear, but I wasn't quick enough thinking about it. It was, I was tired. I play this game a lot, and I had been playing for a long time here, so definitely was getting a little bit tired. So here we have reaping number 3. Reaping, not really a big deal, especially on tyrannical. I don't feel like reaping does anything, and this is the last video with reaping we'll have. I just realized that this is our last episode of reaping. I just realized that's going to be sad because it's not a difficult thing, but it's also not. This was just disappointing. We had a solar beam. We had like a chamois hasn't interrupted once. If you play a Resto Shaman, make sure you interrupt. And here we end up pulling 2. So now there's a lot of mobs, and yeah, this isn't looking too hot. People are just, I'm obviously surviving. I'm literally trying not to use any spells, and then we just get feared and we wipe again. And here I actually end up typing to my group, which I don't very often do. I just need to tell them. They just need to let bursting reset. It's not a complicated thing, right? Toddlers could pull this off. Toddlers could understand to stop and to start, realistically. The best way to deal with like a ninja pull like that would have been to work on single targeting 2 or 3 of the small ones down, and resetting, single targeting 1 or 2 down, resetting, single targeting 1 or 2 down, resetting, instead of just going ham all the time, which we don't need to do. So yeah, this is the healer's key. The healer made me a leader so I could do pull timers and stuff, which I actually didn't do because I couldn't bother. I was too lazy. It's definitely a factor. Like it was his key or her key. It could be a her. This will be. I thought it was going to be reaping here, but it turned out it wasn't going to be. And here I actually said to my friend, "How much do you want to bet I'm going to die to the fire?" And then the other druid dies to the fire, which is kind of funny. That made us laugh quite a lot. So I decided not to pull big yet because we are going to have reaping. So I'm just going to pull this mob to my group so they can get close. I realistically shouldn't have wasted that stun, but it's okay. So we get reaping number 4. Which, like, this is a pretty good spot because they can't be, like, outranging us casting because they're all coming up the stairs. And we have a pretty good line of sight here, and everyone seemed to understand that. So I go in and out of the area where the line of sight is, just to keep aggro, and just to make sure they're not casting at me and stuff like that. Okay, definitely not bad. One thing I'm noticing here, I was clearly very tired and couldn't bother doing a Mythic Plus. I wasn't even looking at the healer's mana, I'll be honest. I never ever. I just from what I noticed though, the healer does seem to stop in between and he like do some mana recovery, but I wasn't looking. I just straight up wasn't looking at it at all. There I used my fear. The reason I did that was to interrupt the priestess channels. You can do that with fear if your stuns are on cooldown. Here I'm trying to stop on damage just to make sure. Like I almost die because I'm not doing any damage. Because I need to do damage to get my mitigation up. I was trying to help the stacks reset. Here we need to let the stacks reset again. Well done. It seemed to start working once they listened to me. If they did, I don't know. Maybe they realized like, oh shit, we're ruining the run. Could be. So we just pull the boss. I don't do a countdown. The warrior comes in with a lot more damage than I thought he would, so I lose aggro. It's kind of funny, but yeah. I was thinking maybe we should have just CC'd the ad, but with the amount of damage we have, it's very not important. We do have 2 druids who could root it, but we wouldn't be able to CC a third, so well, actually, could we hex it? I don't know, actually, if you can hex that one. But yeah, so that was the reason I didn't really tell anyone to CC, just like kill it. It doesn't take long. So this one is getting close to the pool, but we get a knockback from Vanyo. Big knockback from him. I'm definitely taking a bit of a beating here, and that's because I'm not using my shield block. I'm only using my ignore pain like an idiot. So here I was thinking, well, when the boss is done, not yet, but I was thinking, we could go down, we could do the last boss and get reaping after that. But then I was like, maybe we should just kill the 2 ads over there. I was like, yeah, we probably should. Realistically, we should. Might as well. Like, reaping isn't hard, and it's just, it would be more time wasted running back from after the boss. So since we're here, we might as well just do it. Because I didn't get to do the route I wanted to do, which was killing some stealthers up on the stairs. I wanted to clear all of the right side, but we skipped a pack and 2 stealthers. I would have liked to clear that as well, and we had some ninja pulls and all kinds of shit. So yeah, most of our percentages were up here, so we can all of them actually were up here, so they're really easy for us to deal with. They're all spawning in the same spot. They're not wasting a lot of time, so it was fine. One thing I'm not looking forward to is the new affix. I'm not looking forward to it. Beguiling, I don't know. It's interesting, but I feel like Mythic Plus should be about speedrunning, not about dealing with useless mechanics. Like not useless, unnecessary mechanics. Like, why does a dungeon need to have raid mechanics? Like, I don't know. It's even different than raid mechanic. I mean, I get the idea. It's pretty cool, but I still feel like it's a massive, like, kind of counterintuitive. Like, they make it, like, infested, making things intended to slow down the run rather than, make it more challenging. It's just a slow down factor, which I don't like. I'm okay with making the run harder. That's fine. But making like an intended mechanic just for you to slow down, I don't like that. Not at all. So we're here on the last boss. Timer is looking pretty good for us. On this boss, obviously, I feel like the interrupting is the tank's job. And because I'm, playing my warrior, I can run into things and they don't really do any damage to me. So, the series has been going on for a while. We've been playing the warrior a lot. If you guys would like to see me, change it up for one episode and just, play another character, like, Demon Hunter or something, I have a lot of characters. I could do, like, an episode at some point and just do, like, a little, 1 Mythic Plus on it. But, I'm okay with doing the warrior. I enjoy playing my warrior. But I'm thinking about making my warrior horde. But then again, I already have a horde character, and I don't really have a horde guild yet, so I do like keeping it where it is right now. It's not too bad. So I was definitely just playing defensively, hoping that you know, the healer could do a little bit more damage, which I don't know if the healer was actually doing any. I was playing very defensively, hoping that the shaman would do some damage. Because shamans, poor warrior, because shamans do a fair bit of damage. Rest of shamans especially. So we end up 2-chesting the +11 key, which is not bad, not bad at all. The overall damage, warrior, Stepzilla, and Vanyo. We got gloves that we don't need. So yeah, I will see you guys when we open the weekly chest in a little bit. You guys will. It's not in a little bit for me, but it's in a little bit for you. So yeah, I will. I was here checking out what the other guys got. My friend got his got a trinket as well. But yeah, I will see you guys in the next clip. Okay, good morning, guys. It's time to open our weekly chest and see what we find inside. I just woke up, if you can't tell. My voice is rough, but that's okay. So let's give this an open and see what we get. So we got a 420 ring. That's actually pretty good. Pretty sure we need that. That's nice. How much Titan residue we get? Okay, we have 670, okay. So this one is a haste mastery. Ooh. Well, I'm afraid this ring here is going away. That's just how it is. So we're 406 item level. I thank you guys for watching this episode, and I'm gonna go ahead and go get some breakfast and start rendering this video. The key we got was a 7 King's Rest, which is not bad. That's not bad this week. But yeah, thank you guys for watching this episode, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.